Welcome back to Cana. Alright, to the second mountain shrine.
The boss.
I'm sure Tochi will come by and cooperate without any resistance.
That man has not listened to
So
us
yeah,
a
Kenny
single
is just
time.
banging in the door. This is the spirit police.
Anyway.
Come out with your hands in the air.
But yeah, I unlocked
You
the
will
rod.
be properly cleansed and sent off to the great beyond. Go on, Pedro.
In the meantime, we unlock the rod infused arrow. You can use, you can press R3 to infuse your rod with your arrows, making them kind of have a little bit of an explosion that takes down nearby enemies.
An extra punch.
Alright, let's go then.
Well, on we go then.
Alright. And this game also operates on King's Quest V logic, where you can go from a forest into a snowy mountain in the span of like 2 miles.
It's a little blink and you miss it moment. It's just what happens. Like,
Don't you see, guys? The spirits are making the world extra glitchy.
Hey Dej, it's like in Dragon Ball Evolution, where you can literally go from a desert to a volcano in just 5 miles, according to Bulma. Like.
I mean, the ecosystem on that planet is already a mess.
Alright, here we are.
oh.
Huh.
Oh.
Mask was literally too hot to handle. Hey, this guy's carrying a lot of baggage.
Yep.
But what is it that you truly seek?
True. Oh.
What are you hiding?
Is the plot twist is that Kina's also a spirit as well?
No.
I think someone has
I
that question a
already
couple of
guessed
parts ago.
that
know.
a few parts ago.
True intent. You pretend to care for these spirits, but really.
Oh, you're one of those people.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yes, my
What
dude.
ma-
You're
what-
totally sane and know
Devs.
what you're talking about.
Guys, what makes you think Toshi's right?
No, he's not.
No,
That's
he's
why-
not. You know,
More like one of those pretentious assholes that undermine the effort of people like that.
Yeah, we're being Saki's talking.
Kingdom Hearts!
No.
Well, okay, Kyle, how about this too? Near Replicant. There you go.
No. Kingdom Hearts is definitely more apt. Oh.
Well, this technically.
Nice.
Well, if it can happen to Kaine, why not to Kine? To Kina. So.
More like I don't really want to compare with anything.
Hello, what's this?
It's Soul.
A dream.
Oh god, we're on the elevator.
She's.
Yeah,
Escalator, sorry.
it is. It's pretty much Soul. Oh, God, we're time traveling.
Can't stay here. Dad, I want to go home.
Hi, me.
My dad is gone. Can you help me find him?
Don't worry. We can look for him together.
This is his staff. He can't get home without it. Can you carry it for me?
Also, Kena, I see on your hand that you injected some plasmids into yourself. Oh, wait, did I already mention that?
We've mentioned the mark before, but I don't think you made that reference.
Yeah.
That was faster.
That's a new ability we got too, as you'll see.
What, fast travel?
More like sonic speed, I guess.
You've traveled a great distance.
And now you'll need to go back that way.
Easy task.
Toshi's spirit was different, stronger than the others. He was able to push me from his memories.
And back into my own.
Toshi,
He's just old and stubborn.
Yeah, he's about to explain.
but that is not why you failed. Corrupt spirits feed on the conflicts within ourselves.
My father told me stories of the sacred mountain shrine and its connection to the spirit realm. After I lost him, I set out to find the shrine, hoping it would make me a better spirit guide. I've always known he was gone, but I thought if I could help enough spirits find peace, he would see me and be proud.
Nothing wrong with that, I guess.
Gods have come before you, but they have all failed. Your father will be proud of who you've become.
Disney, did you seriously target another parent?
Yes.
Damn it.
So, now what?
Well,
We go back
got,
up.
gotta go back. Gotta do the usual routine. Gotta collect some relics to increase our strength and see if we can stand a chance against Toshi.
The land. It seems Toshi has hidden.
There you go. That's what that thing that Ken did before. Now we have the ability to travel in between the realm of the living, and the spirit realm.
Let me guess it's more dangerous in the spirit realm.
Very good, Jova. How did you guess?
To reach the spirit realm.
Well, final boss. Gotta beef up the difficulty somehow.
So yeah, the dash ability uses to avoid attacks, and of course to travel through spirit gates. Performing a dash consumes your shield energy though, so don't abuse it.
Jova, if you die in the spirit world, you die in real life.
Real life.
No, wait, but if you die in the spirit world, should it be of no consequence then?
No, remember that they also mentioned that in Dragon Ball, that if you die if you get killed in the afterlife, you actually get erased completely.
Yeah, then that
You
just
know-
brings up a few questions as a whole.
Has there ever been a franchise where dying in, like, the afterlife actually revives you into the proper world?
So yeah, the spirit realm is basically an alternate version of the living, the one of the living,
spooky.
but it's more spooky.
So it's
And
like the dark. So it's like the dark world from Link to the Past.
taking that too, and that's a good segue, Jova. Yes, taking a cue from games like A Link to the Past, Zelda: Link to the Past, and Zelda: Oracle of Seasons and Oracle of Ages. From
Link Between Worlds.
Sure, yeah, that one works too. Yeah. From now on, we're gonna have more puzzles that involve switching between both realms, back and forth. So again,
Also, to answer your go on.
you see, Tail. I have to see, Tail. When it comes to classic Zelda, now I have to get my fix from other games like this one in God of War.
Well,
So-
okay.
You
These,
kind of mentioned that opinion of yours already.
also, isn't this well, we did mention those, but if I recall correctly, also Twilight Princess also has something similar to that.
yes, it does.
Kind of, yeah.
Ada of Hyrule.
like, actually, come to think of it, it's Twilight Princess that actually does bring in the whole Spirit-verse where Link turns into the wolf.
Well, that's
and
more the
Minnie
quote-unquote
rises.
the Twilight Realm.
Well,
so-
usually when you're in the Twilight
yeah.
Realm, you're just on the you're in the Twilight Realm or in the or in Link's own dimension. You don't usually go back and forth in between them like over and over for to solve puzzles.
Ah, okay.
Well, okay, it's similar enough in that regard.
Sure,
that
sure.
There are two variants.
It's a common thing in the Zelda games anyway. So
At least there is some transition. In Okami, if you're actually Okami, if you're actually getting to one of the corrupted zones, the game literally tells you, get away or you fucking die.
So let me
Yes.
guess. By switching to the Spirit Realm, more hostile spirits show up to attack you, but if you switch back to the regular realm, it's safer.
So as you can see, I had to retreat because, as you can see, yeah, the spirits, the corrupted spirits are much stronger in their own realm. So yeah, this is where the game starts to basically completely ticks off any kind of kid gloves it had up until this point.
What was that thing that AD said in Kingdom Hearts 2? In the Underworld, zeros are zeros, comes with the territory.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, basically. From zero to Hercules went from 0 to hero, and then from hero to 0.
Oh shit.
So can you like switch on the fly to like, you know, put yourself in a safer strat?
No, like I said, they're only in spirit gates.
Yeah, you have to pass through this specific portal.
Clever.
It's for the purpose of you not having a spirit gate conveniently right here, so you can just go through the rest of the place in. Not to mention the again, just like a traditional Zelda game, the world is very methodically designed, so that you will switch realms at specific points when the game either needs you or recommends you to do so in order to solve a specific puzzle or just get by a specific point.
So it is like Twilight Princess. Neat. Anyway,
There you go. All right. So from this,
essentially,
go on.
So essentially, it seems like, you know, instead of the mountain being the main part where we get memories, instead we're traversing the areas we've gone to before, but now with a spirit realm variant, if I understand correctly.
No. Like we're still going from a new area altogether. It's just that we alternate between. However, later when we do finish the game in the post game, we can revisit all these places in the living in the world of the living. They're not that much different because all the places have already been opened. So it's just it's more
like a giant. Oh.
No. Go on.
Is that like a giant prize you get when you've completely 100% of the game? Like, I don't know, a special cutscene or like a congratulations for completing stuff or like another reward?
Aside from trophies and achievements, I don't think so.
So is it like one of those post games where it's like, okay, you beat the game, but you can go back and face the final boss, or is this one of those ones that treats you like you have beat the final boss and there's some stuff to see what it's like after beating the final boss?
No, you cannot fight the final boss after you finish the game. You can only do the side stuff. That's basically it.
So let me guess, the story excuse is like, oh, there's still some more work to be done here before I go and all of that.
Well, what happens is that when you finish the game, if you load the game again, it starts you right at the village, which will allow you to go back and do some more stuff.
I love it. The rocks keep spawning, but they keep falling. So
yeah.
Man.
Yes. They try. They try so hard.
They're trying, yes.
And he fails.
And yeah, as you can see, the dash ability can also be used to close gaps. Basically,
I can definitely understand why they gave you this at the end of the game, because yeah, with experimentation you can break some stuff. So
yep,
there's that. It reminds me of how in Horizon Zero Dawn, if you're stubborn enough, you can exploit the fact that most surfaces that are supposed to be climbable do have a decent hitbox enough that you can actually stand upon. So by just spamming the jumping, Aloy can climb stuff that she's not really supposed to until later.
Yeah.
And you can sequence break.
There you go, like so. Only when you see one of those purple spirit gates can you cross in between various points. It works for both in the realm and outside of it. There we are. Alright, so yeah, as usual, gotta find 3 relics, and at the same and unfortunately, the bosses protecting each individual relic are way stronger than the bosses we fought before.
I mean, I guess Toshi really went the extra mile to be precautious about this.
Not to mention, let's just say, Toshi's regrets are by far the biggest of all the people we've up so far.
Mm-hmm.
You don't say. We're literally seeing those regrets attack us.
Yeah, we also saw those snippets, something about, you know, a beast on top of a mountain, that explosion, the fact that things turned, you know, into ice and snow. So there's a lot to be discovered.
Mm-hmm. Alright, let's carry on.
Yeah, okay, I was actually wondering instead before Jova did ask if there was also some kind of 100% completion bonus, maybe in the form of a palette swap of Kana's costume, because usually games of this kind of caliber tends to have that. But I get also why they probably, at least for this first game, they probably wouldn't have done it.
I will give them credit. It at least seems like they put enough budget into making the main campaign meaty enough that I guess it's not too bad if we don't get a special 100% completion one. However, in that case, I guess I would just chalk it up to more a game that you want to play through rather than complete.
Basically.
I mean, you know, unless you really do feel that satisfied with completing it.
Yeah, you have to understand, Jova, that...
There are some people who do play just to complete. I do get that.
Like, when it comes to being more of a medium type, if something that does get my interest enough, I would at the very least try to get as close as I can to 100% completion.
And you know what? If a game is fun enough, sometimes it's just fun to complete.
Sometimes, well, you have to understand, Joe, like I mentioned, in a kind of way, in that the Beauty and the Beast Super Nintendo video game, sometimes I actually take it upon as a challenge to see if I can, you know, I can actually do something like beating a game that I couldn't years ago or something like that.
For me, it depends on the game. Like something like Ghost of Tsushima, I 100%ed on both PS4 and PS5. Because
now that one does have 100% completion challenges, but I'll admit, even if it didn't, I probably still might have completed it because it's just that much fun.
It's as for this game, the developers made a conscious effort to not bite more than they could chew. Which
Like,
is,
you know,
which was of course the smarter thing to do, really.
For as much as the good 100% completion challenge is, more often than not, that is going to be essentially that. Okay, it's not always just extra fluff. Sometimes it's something very important. But more often than not, you do want to prioritize making sure that the game is actually, you know, good over just having extra content on a game that plays bad and feels worthless to go towards.
Look, I feel like the 100% reward of every game should be a postcard.
Dads,
Don't even, Dej. Don't even.
Dads, you know you're just setting yourself up to become a supervillain at this point, right?
No, I'm just joking. I just want to take a jab about the Sunshine Reward. And they did the same thing with Odyssey. It's like, guys, you haven't learned.
Okay, I will say this, at the very least, for a strict comparison, Odyssey is at least different challenges, even their most, potential asinines, at the very least, will at least give you some room to breathe in some kind of fashion. Sunshine gets sadistic in how it can actually punish you, like the pachinko machine, the leap over the poison river, the
goddamn
sandbird.
Yep.
Watermelon.
Yes,
the sandbird was.
Hold on,
It's not pachinko, it's actually pulling.
Yes. Hold on. Yes, Pedro.
Notice those spirit-like enemies. Those, in order, you can't be hit. You can hit them normally. So you have to use the dash ability to do this.
Whoa.
There you go.
To make them corporeal.
Exactly.
Come to think of it, a lot of ghosts tend to hate it when you phase through them. Say it makes them uncomfortable.
There you are, and that's it. Now, now we're actually going to get the first of Toshi's memories actually in a bit.
Okay.
And it only took us nearly dying a few times.
Yes.
It happens.
Infused Bomb. Do I get it now or later? Yeah, now. And there we go. Only one skill on the tree left. I can't get it yet though, so we'll have to wait, we'll have to get it later. So yeah, the rot infused bomb basically allows you to, well, something that does the rot infused arrow. It allows you to use the power of the rots to make the bomb explode even more, basically. All right. Before we go there, let's just clean up this little bit of. Oh, sure. Oh, did I? Okay, I think I saved it for later. Okay then. Let's get through here first.
This could have been Zaju's workshop. These tools look like the ones he carries.
So there we go. This was actually Zaju's place before he died. We're in it right now. Alright, let's see. What exactly...
Yeah, we got a massacre of the rot.
Yes. So what exactly happened here?
That's our father, isn't it?
I think we already went through this multiple times, Jova.
Well, we've never seen what her father actually looked like.
No, we never see her father.
I was about to mention, for the purpose of a game, it's not even important.
It's all
twist. She never had a father.
It's but yeah, notice that line that Zaju just said to Toshi. Your duties to those who remain. Based on that line, you can probably guess how this turned out.
More like, it makes me wonder, was Toshi also an exorcist on his own that actually did things?
No, Zaju is the spirit guide of the village too, like we've said since the beginning.
Okay.
Toshi was just the village leader, which means, of course, he was under a lot of pressure. So again, coupled with that line that Zaju was telling him, remember, that's why Zaju was the one telling him that, because he's a spirit leader, and he says, look, your duty is to those who remain, as in those who are still alive. So we'll have to wait and see how that turned out. There we are. Okay. Let's carry on. General inner.
This game is so beautiful. I know I say this all the time, but Jesus Christ.
It is.
It is a very pretty game.
And then Pedro pulls a me in Uncharted 2 and falls in the same spot.
Also, Kena, I hope you're actually gonna clean your hand later, considering apparently all the ledges that you're actually climbing are covered in bird shit. I know, but it's mostly joking because the whole, the legends are painted and everything, but I get the idea why they wanted to make that, to keep the more seamless kind of vibe instead of, just being plain painted.
Okay, so there's free round spots, free pots. Okay, now we just have to figure out what the order is, or rather, sorry, not the order.
23 is number 1.
Where each one goes where. There's a small little clue you have, specifically the mask that's right there. Let's see if this is the correct one. It is.
Surprise! You get monsters.
Wonderful.
This isn't a fun surprise.
Okay, never mind.
What a refund.
And yet, it's still tame compared to Final Fantasy II.
Okay, that probably means that it's the wrong thing. Remember, usually the way it works in this game is that if you get it wrong, you have to fight some spirits. So clearly that's not the right place. Let's see.
This was the wrong room.
Yes. I love the way Gamma says that in that cutscene. It just begs for a no shit response. It's like not in terms of the story, but like the way he says it. There's just something about the way the actor delivers the line. This is the wrong room, and I always feel tempted to say no shit, Gamma.
I suppose that was his way of consoling with the fact that he was literally seeing his brother being taken apart and tortured and assembled in a way. All things aside, Beta Mark II does look pretty awesome in the final design.
Indeed.
Can literally backhand away ammunition. That's cool.
And here you go. There's the first of the free guardians of the relics.
Neat. Hello there. You wouldn't mind if we just take that relic now, would you?
Please?
No.
Oh, good. You won't mind. That's great. We'll just step right in, come into our business.
No.
You're not gonna come easily, I see. Very well then.
Oh, it's
On
a
guard.
nice person.
So yeah, the mask maker.
Oh,
Oh
geez.
god, he's a
Jesus, you just
teleporter.
yeah,
Really
he
teleports
teleports.
behind you.
Oh.
Yes.
Impersonal kid.
Don't you mean the jumping personal K now?
So yeah, aside from of course, doing the teleportation thing, he also creates other spirits or summons other spirits rather to hurt
Do
you.
his dirty work.
He's that kind of guy who will teleport out of your vision only to teleport right in front of you and deck you in the face. And that's his way of greeting you.
There we are. Come on, stay still. There you go. Where did you go? Oh,
Oh, there he is, literally behind you.
yeah. Oh, crap.
Oh, and now he
snap.
trapped you.
Yeah. Now this is a very Kingdom Hearts-esque boss type of design.
Yes.
Yeah.
God, it's like we're fighting Ansem.
Actually, it looks sorta.
Crap, he broke my shield.
Well,
Yeah, as you can see, yeah, this is
how
the
was it?
yeah, as you can see, this is the section where the game ramps up the difficulty.
I guess given how we're pretty much, at the last third of the game
Yeah.
as well.
There we are.
Yeah, I'm guessing someone on the team played Kingdom Hearts because this does feel like a Kingdom Hearts fight.
Yeah, it does. Like these final bosses definitely go a bit more over the top in comparison to the other ones.
So what's this guy's story, I wonder?
Oh no,
mean-
we don't see. Well, you'll notice. Like if you take a good notice of the body shape of these guys, you'll notice that they're reminiscent of Toshi. So I've interpreted, considering the fact that the
He's being
Probably all components of him.
yeah, considering the relics, there you go. Here's the first one. Considering the relics are, of course, part of Toshi's soul. Yeah, you can probably guess that's basically what these guys are. They're manifestations of him.
And maybe his inner psyche is more willing to cooperate with Kenna, so long as she, of course, beats him in a duel.
That part of the song just then of the guy going really hard on the
Oh, an instance.
on the
Oh, incense, thanks.
I can't remember, I don't know the name of the instrument. On a on
Guitar?
an instrument, no, not a guitar. Those things that you hit with a stick.
And there you go.
I was actually saying sitar, but things you hit with a stick, so a drum.
It's,
No. It's like a drum. It's like an instrument you use sticks for, but it's musical notes.
Hold on, yes, Pedro.
So yeah, and there you go. Notice how this time it's Zaju who guides us throughout this section. So yeah, the last two remaining people that we have to help move on are both Zaju and Toshi.
Of course, Zaju probably helped Toshi out with a project that
I
went,
knew Toshi.
well,
There you go.
south, to say the least.
Watched him grow into a leader. He cared deeply for our people. Losing so many drove him to do terrible things.
Oh dear.
Okay then, we'll get back to that.
Also, Dwebs, I think what you're thinking might be the xylophone.
Yeah, that.
He's actually gonna say that next.
Psych.
Indeed.
It's not snowing.
Jover has
where
been
you-
injured.
In the meantime, let's meditate.
That's not meditating. You're falling asleep.
Oh no, the rods are clipping through the floor.
It's all part of the great simulation, Tio. See, it turns out this is all just going on in the Matrix, and there is no such thing as
if you
spirit
see
guides,
if you see a black rod, the simulation is glitching. What?
Key the resurrection.
Yes.
Pedro, if
Turns
you
out-
say that, Fiona, you walk.
What? I didn't even say anything.
Okay. If
You know,
pull-
Des, the best way to not tempt something is to not even bring it into the mindset.
Yeah.
Shameful sequel.
Our sequel franchise spin-off.
Alright,
Okay.
By far worse than all the jokes I made in the previous part.
All right.
Oh, sure, there's apparently a whole third of a movie based around that.
All right, Rod.
Yeah,
All right, Rod. Here's a mask, and we also can get, when we defeat each of these free guys, we get their mask. There you go.
Oh, how adorable! He looks like an Eldritch Abomination with that on.
Yes.
how lovely. Yeah. So join us next time when Deji finds and kills Pedro for bringing up Matrix 4.
Indeed.
See ya.
Sorry,
See you
I won't
then.
go
Yeah.
ballistic on him.
All right. See you then.
Just need to sever connections.